I do want to preface this by saying I'm not really doing this to be mean. She's like sort of a young, pretty singing, more independent motorbike riding version of me. It's just I ended up with a creepy old sort of alcoholic lawyer, you know, and it wasn't as dangerous. And I didn't have a child with him. Whereas I think Kelly's sort of little house on the prairie dreaming here, as one might facetiously label it, is fun, but really didn't give her the heads up on reality and personality. And I really fear she was beaten as a girl. She laughs about that in an episode of Town Hall Meeting 3 weeks ago. And that has given her, you know, people-pleasing tendencies. And I just think she subjugated herself to her very manipulative husband's will, and now she's eyeballs deep. So I'm not doing this to be awful. All I'm doing is pointing out what I can that I've learned after watching this professor for 2 years straight. I'm doing craft or dusting or whatever, right? 2 years of Professor Sam Vaknin. Then I watched a bit of true crime where real crazies did murder their wives or their families. But that was a bit depressing. That's like hindsight. And the detectives are thick as shit. Oh, God. So then I listened to a lot of Super Nanny, who is actually brilliant. Not sort of Super Nanny now with the D-grade criminologists, but Super Nanny proper, ye old Super Nanny. And it's always, of course, the dysfunctional parents that are causing the dysfunctional children. And then it's like, well, what's the good of hindsight after the whole 8 passengers fiasco where 2 million people thought she was brilliant, but the kids were all, like, imprisoned? I thought, how can you catch it, like, actually happening? And it turns out after watching Matthew Clark, all his bachelor material, and now the year of them so-called renovating this rotten house on a inaccessible island, and now she's heavily pregnant and she's got dirt rash. For fuck's sake, one of the boats sank one night when it was becalmed, for Christ's sake. We've already seen one hurricane where he said he couldn't be bothered looking up the weather site, so no, he didn't know the name of the Hurricane Melissa because he hadn't looked it up. Oh yeah, but he's going to start a worldwide nature camp for children. And with shades of Jonestown, anyone? He's going to build Scotland. But he hasn't managed to get a toilet or a bathroom done in time for his fucking pregnant wife. So that would be called sort of sadistic passive aggression. He's like deliberately dragging his heels as a control mechanism. And to denigrate her because he's a 9-year-old, he doesn't honour or value her as a woman. It's just... And my point, we just want to see how she fucking ended up there. And this sort of hokey bloody 1800s dreaming she's about to take us on is one magical thinking way to get there. It's really just not good enough. Women need psychological training. turn it up.
At the midway point between the winter solstice and the spring equinox, which naturally is bringing me to look for the slow and steady progress in the cycles of my life and the world around me.
She's wearing all her silversmithing stuff. I had exactly the same phase as her at 24 and 25.
Some flowers are beginning to
So, look, she's only got 43 likes and 564 subscribers. So it's ye olde boys and women who lusting after him. He's got 500,000 followers. I really want people to give Kelly all the likes and love and hypes. So she's going to have some fucking running away money if she wakes up. Or at least, emergency helicopter bill if it comes in time to help her deliver the baby.
We're not made to always be on and to be looking for the next task or goal to accomplish. I have lived that way for many years.
And yet everything she's doing now is performative. Her performative costume, ye olde woman, and everything, is staged and filmed. So it is such an irony that she's saying she wants to be off.
It brought me successes, but now I really feel a sense to slow down. An intentional time to take a break, have a slower year, and just do something because you want to.
To me it looks like she thought she looked too much of a tomboy in her last cabin video, so now she's really rocking the costume.
And keeps our spirits strong. I believe this is a great way to rebel against the systems in place that no longer work for us. And it is our job to dismantle them for ourselves. And I believe if you're here, you are one of those sacred rebels.
So the fixation with the baby animals is sort of like, little kids love baby animals. It's sort of a bit of a signifier, I think.
When I was younger, I had dreams and timelines for my life, and lots of them. Goals that I had not really created for myself in a way. Things I thought I was supposed to want, but I didn't.
She sort of hurts herself in a minute, but sort of laughs it off or pretends it hasn't happened when they all clunk together.
I have always wanted my own little cabin and piece of land for as long as I can remember.
That really actually made me sad.
I was a young filly running through the forest, overjoyed by the smell of smoke rolling from
So this is the cult of sort of Farrah Force that her family have encouraged from the look of it as a teen. So children really just need to be armed with emotional intelligence. I've seen her mum guzzling a fair bit of alcohol, and her dad, as far as I know, is a real estate agent who would hit her with the belt and she would run to her room, but then they took the door off her room. So she's still here acting like her 8 or 9-year-old because she's never recovered. The Professor Sam Vaknin episode is called How Your Childhood Effs Up Your Adulthood, and it explains the lifelong repercussions. And here she is showing us them. In a minute, the dogs are going to bite each other viciously, but she's not going to really notice that, or I hope it. Like an adult in the pack ought to.
I don't know the path to get there, or where it even is, or when.
Here we are.
Just know. And I know that this is another story in the book of my life. And I'm getting more and more excited by the turn every single page.
It's just heartbreaking. She had all that promise. And now she's ended up stuck, completely isolated, no one to talk to on that island with that freak. I really fucking hope thank the Lord for God has been watching childbirth YouTubes. I think she can get an emergency helicopter. But, you know, if the weather's the weather, they might not be able to land. I suppose if they can land, they can get down the hill to her, but if it's the baby needs oxygen and all, I don't know if they could get them up to the hill, up the hill to the helicopter.
Oh, girl, please don't freak out. Oh, girl,
Like, where the hell is this? Why didn't she buy this one and stay here?
And this is the culprit? Oh, okay, go.
I'm going to show how she ended up with her Minder husband.
I know.
Run through their year of him degrading her.
Dear Coven.
Get to the point where we're laughing about PTA, not the Parent-Teacher Association, the pits, tits and ass.
There's like 4 eggs.
He has just
I didn't expect this, but with the eggy shortage, it's super
really
nice to have
destroyed that young girl's life. Look, she's stupid enough. She's got 4
got a
eggs.
little tiny crack on that guy.
She is like a little kid herself.
Oh my gosh.
But so they're like 2
I can't
little
believe I just cracked that
kids.
egg. Here are my
It's
eggs.
Cubby House Land 101.
Hi! No!
It's like watching the Rugrats.
You can't have the eggs. I'm sorry,
Or the
girl.
fucking Teletubbies
Alright,
or
good night, everybody.
someone.
Oh!
Which,
Lost
she's
an egg.
just dropped it
And
now,
it's a
for
zip bag.
fuck's sake. It's all very well when it's the eggs, but she's, you know, about 6 or 7 months pregnant at the moment. Fuck me.
Let's connect on
No, I don't know if I should out it, but no one's watching these anyway. Anyway, if there are any, like, female scots there who are worried about Kelly and whether she'll survive the birth, you can easily email the St. John's Maternity Health Centre complaints and whatever section, and nice lady Jill will write back to you. Pile on, man.